Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by our friends at the Appy Lodge. When it comes to accommodations in East Tennessee, especially Sevier County, man, the Ogle family has been doing it right since the birth of the national park, legitimately. And they are so booked up right now with Parkside Cabin Rentals because you find folks go out there and take care of them. They wanted me to tell you about another one of their properties, which is the Appy Lodge right in Gatlinburg. Visit theappylodge.com/TSS for the Sports Source, and you can get 10% off. Theappylodge.com/TSS. You'll learn all about the fine place to stay there and 10% off. The Appy Lodge. Check them out. All right. College basketball gets underway this week as Tennessee hosts Charlotte on Wednesday and then VCU on Friday. Quickly, what are you guys most interested in seeing? I'll throw out this. I just want to see the rotation. You got a lot of new tools. You got a lot of old tools back. I'm very interested to see how the rotations look, at least to start the season. I know that's not how they'll finish, but I want to see who's getting how many minutes and how he's using those guys. What do you want to see, Josh?
Yeah, I would add a subcategory to that. I would limit it to the backcourt because you have the development of Santiago Vescovi and Josiah Jordan-James coming back. You have the addition of Victor Bailey Jr. set out as a transfer, and then two very talented freshmen, Keon Johnson and Jaden Springer. How do they factor in? So a bunch of guys that can handle the basketball, make plays within the half-court offense. What does that rotation look like? The usage of the backcourt.
Jimmy.
I'm looking forward to seeing Keon Johnson. He said that the biggest impact he'll make on this team is getting a rebound and going on the fast break, leading the break on the other end. He said speed is the best asset he'll bring to this team right now. I also want to see what Jaden Springer brings to the table. And the other one that Josh mentioned, I've heard so many good things about Victor Bailey. Is he good enough to take over at the point? And he can score and he can defend. I want to see what Victor Bailey does because I think he could be one of the more valuable players for this team.
I just wrote down a whole page full of notes, and y'all covered everything. I'll add one more. How about Yves Pons making the decision to come back, and he added a couple of elements to his game about being able to take the ball to the hoop more, being able to finish around the bucket, and has he improved a little bit as a free throw shooter as we move forward? And also, John, how Tennessee plays moving forward, getting ready to face Gonzaga. I think that's going to be an awesome basketball game.
Where do you think the fan base is right now? Okay, I mean everybody's brought down by football at this point, so I think there's a certain apathy that falls over everything when football's down. You've got COVID hanging over the sport, which you look around TV ratings for some of the bigger leagues. It's from horse racing to the NFL, they're all down. Where do you think the fan excitement is for this basketball team, which figures to be a very good basketball team?
I think the fans are pretty excited. We've already had a number of calls to our show about looking forward to basketball, but I will say this, I think it is a little bit tempered by the fact that you're only going to be able to have 4,000 at the games. And so I think when you tell fans you can't go to the games, I think that takes away some of the excitement. But I think a lot of the fans are looking forward to seeing what should be an outstanding basketball team.
Yeah, I think it's almost time to play the theme song, Bob Seger, Turn the Page. You know, it's time for basketball. And a lot of the season ticket holders, it was limited to 3,500. So a lot of fans that were used to sitting close to the court are up in 300 level, the section. So it'd be interesting to see how that goes. But let's just be able to play. Let's just be able to play.
Turn the page, meaning from football to basketball. Fans
Yes, sir.
are ready to make that?
Turn the page.
Josh?
Yeah, I think fans are desperate for something to feel good about again, even though it wasn't that long ago at the beginning of this football season. But because of what's happened, I think fans want to see a team that they can pull for and expect good results and see good results. And also, Tennessee fans have watched some of these players develop. John Fulkerson, now an all-SEC guy. Yves Pons coming back. Fans enjoy pulling for those guys.
John Fulkerson getting talk from some national writers for All-American honors. That's just remarkable.
Yeah.
All right, when we come back, here's the biggie. Pruitt still believes in Jarrett Garantano. We'll show you what he said last night. But should he still start him against Vanderbilt? Is there a difference between 2-8 and 3-7? We'll discuss all that next on the Sports Source. Come on back.